Hi, Dr. Dave here. In a recent video, I demonstrated 10 important types of safeties that you must master. Be sure to check it out if you want to work on your safety play. And in my previous video, I analyzed 10 amazing safeties by the greatest of all time, Efren the Magician Reyes. If you like this or any past video, please give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on bell notifications so you won't miss any future videos. In this video, I recreate and analyze the 10 best safeties by everybody other than Efren. Here, Bashar Hussain missed a combo but left Mario He hooked. Mario decided to play a jump safety, which he executed to perfection. For each shot, I will tell you how many attempts it took me to duplicate the shot. This will give you a feel for shot difficulty and make you even more impressed that the pros executed them on the first attempts in stressful match situations. I'm a decent jumper, but it still took me 3 tries to duplicate Mario's shot. If you want help with jump shot technique, see the link in the video description. Since Mario is such a good jumper, he could have pocketed the 3 like this. But it is easy to miss that shot. He could have also played a kick and stick safety like this. That's what most pros probably would have done. But for a great jumper like Mario, the jump safe is a good play. Here, Albin Ouschan was playing Team China in the World Cup of Pool and faced this shot on the 1. He decided to bank the 1 off 3 rails and stunned forward for a lock-up safety, which he hit perfectly. With a little practice, this type of shot is not very difficult, but when using fast speed like this, you need to be very accurate with aim and tip position. I got a good hit after 4 tries. Albin is a good shot maker, and he could have instead cut the 1 in, playing for shape on the 2. He could have also banked the 1 cross-side. Or banked the 1 for the 1-3 combo. But these shots are a little risky. Albin's choice was smart because he was confident to leave his opponent locked up on the 2, making Albin a heavy favorite to win this game. Here, Nikos Ekonomopoulos played a decent safety, forcing Justin Hall to kick at the ball. Justin hit a beautiful kick and stick with slight stun forward for a very effective return safety. First, Nikos could have played a much better safety. I hit this one well, hiding the 2 enough to prevent a kick and stick return shot. And if I had frozen the cue ball to the 9, it would have been an awesome shot, likely leading to a foul and ball in hand. After 5 tries, I was able to duplicate Justin's shot. On one of my attempts, I pocketed the 2 and had a shot at the 3, so there was a two-way element to the shot. Again, what's impressive is Justin hit the safety perfectly on his first attempt in a stressful match situation. Here, Darren Appleton's Mosconi Cup partner, Mark Gray, faced a tough shot on the 4 with the 6 blocking access to the cue ball. He hit the shot very well, but still left Darren a little tough on the 5. Darren decided to play safe by hiding the cue ball behind the 9. The 9 ball, being frozen to the cushion, was a very small cover target. However, the natural angle I visualized with the 30-degree rule peace sign headed exactly in the right direction. I reproduced Darren's shot on the first try. Darren had other options for this shot. The natural angle off the 5 in the other direction also heads for cover, and the 6 and 7 provide a much bigger target with a greater chance to really lock up the cue ball like this. That's a brutal safety. I'm surprised Darren decided to hide behind the small 9 instead of the large 6 and 7, with a chance to really put his opponent in jail. Darren also had the option to cut the 5 in and run out. The cut is thin, but any decent shooter is a favorite to make this. I overcut the first one, so I guess I'm not a decent shooter. I pocketed the second one and used more speed to attempt to avoid the scratch in the upper corner, but I hooked myself. I made the 3rd shot and was able to run out. I'm not sure Darren made the best choice here, but he did execute it to perfection and left his opponent with a really tough shot. Here, Albin Ouschan attempted a two-way shot to bank the 2 on the side while trying to leave a shot on the 3 with the 2 hidden if he missed. Albin left Niels Feijen with a tough shot, but Niels could see the edge of the 2. Niels played an amazing safety in return that took incredible accuracy and feel. Returning to Albin's shot, I used the 1/3 more than twice banking system linked in the video description to aim the bank, and I made it on the first try. I even got shape on the 3 for a chance to run out. I left that a little low on the 4, but left spin gets me back in line. Again, with a miss on the 2, there is a chance to leave my opponent hooked. And if the 2 goes, I have a look at the 3. Returning to Niels' shot, many things could have gone wrong. You can leave a look at the 2 on the inside of the 9. You can leave a look at the 2 on the outside of the 9. You can hit the 2 too thin. You can scratch in the side, or in the corner. And you can leave a perfect shot on the 2. It took me 12 tries to get a good hide like Niels. Now I am really impressed that he pulled the shot off on the first attempt. Here, Shane van Boening had a tough shot to get short side shape for the 5 in the upper corner and left his Mosconi Cup partner Skyler Woodward in a tough spot. No problem for Skyler. He just thinned the 5 and left the cue ball frozen to the backside of the 6. That was an awesome shot. This is what Shane meant to do. Then Skyler would have made the 5 and left shape on the 6 to run out. Returning to Skyler's shot, it is not as difficult as you might think because it is easy to predict cue ball direction and travel distance with a thin hit roll shot like this. I got fairly close on my first attempt, although it wasn't as good as Tyler's shot. Here, Francisco Bustamante faced a tough shot on the 2 after the break. He decided to play safe by caroming the cue ball off 3 rails behind the 9, also creating distance to the 2. This shot is a little touchy, and it took me 6 tries to get a decent hide. Francisco also had an option to bank the 2. Using the 1/3 more than twice system again, I was able to pocket the ball on the first try. With the right speed, you can also play this as a two-way shot, where you hide the 2 if you miss the bank, although it is not easy to control both balls so accurately like this. Francisco probably made the right choice because banks are always missable. Here, after a dry break by Pagulayan, Skyler Woodward decided to attempt a bank on the 1, but he missed. Alex then tried to pocket the hanger 1 and go around the table for shape on the 2 next, but it didn't work out. Then he decided to play a creative and difficult safety by following to the rail behind the 9. First, Skyler could have played safe instead, like this. That's a good safety with a lot of distance between the cue ball and 1, and with 1 rail kick paths blocked, although a jump escape is not too difficult. He instead could have cut the 1 in the corner and got shape on the 2 like this. Now let's return to Alex's shot on the 2. This is a very touchy shot and many things can go wrong. You can hit the 2 too full and get a double kiss. You can also hit the 2 too thin and not hold the cue ball. The hit needs to be nearly perfect for the shot to work. Here's the best I did in 10 attempts. I don't know why Alex chose such a tough shot when there were better options. He could have instead back-cut the 2 toward the 4-7 cluster to create distance and snooker Skyler. I got a good result on my first try. He also could have chosen an easier safety along a natural angle to hide the cue ball, although this leaves an easy 1 or 2 rail escape. He could have also used stun to bump into the 9 to hide behind the 4 and 7. But if you can follow the rail as well as Alex, that shot is more fun and looks much more impressive. Here, Niels Feijen faced a tough shot on the 2. He decided to bank the 2 off 2 or 3 cushions and draw the cue ball back for a possible hide with distance. Unfortunately, the 2 kissed into the 4 and left Justin Bergman a look at the 2. Justin then played a creative and effective safety by banking the 2 off the end rail, sending the cue ball across the table toward the 3 and behind the 8. That was a nice shot. This is what Niels was trying to do, creating distance and hiding the 2 from the cue ball with the cue ball on the cushion. That would have put Justin in a tough spot. Justin's shot was not as tough as I thought it would be, although the shot is long, so it requires accurate aim. I was able to get a good result after 3 tries. Regardless, it was impressive that Justin thought of the shot and executed it to perfection on his first attempt in a stressful match situation. Here, Warren Kiamco faced a tough shot on the 1 and decided to play safe. That didn't work out as well as he wanted, but he left Shane van Boening with a long tough shot. Shane decided to stun the cue ball off 2 rails to hide behind the 6 and 9, and he played it to perfection. First, Warren could have played a better shot. He could have played a bank as a 2-way shot. He might have pocketed the ball and left a shot on the 2. And if he missed, he could have left Shane with no look at the 1. Shane's shot was a lot tougher than I thought it would be. Many things can go wrong. You can hit the point of the side pocket. You can be off a little with the angle and leave a shot at the 1. You can leave a look at the 1 through a window between the balls. And you can even pocket the 2 by mistake and be left with a bad look at the 1. It took me 9 tries to get a good result like Shane. But if you are Shane van Boening, I guess you can make a shot like this in your sleep. I know I said I would include shots only by players other than Efren, but I couldn't resist. Every Top 10 pool shots video needs to include at least one shot by the greatest of all time. Here, Shane didn't have an offensive shot on the 3, and he was trying to leave the cue ball frozen to the side of the 8. He came up short, but he still forced Efren to kick at the ball with a long reach. Unfortunately for Shane, Efren knows a thing or two about kicking. Here, Efren masterfully aimed to kick off 2 rails to thin the 3 on the outside, allowing the cue ball to go 4 rails around the table to snooker Shane with distance. That was an amazing shot. Even Efren was impressed. Here is what Shane was trying to do. That would have been an awesome shot, especially if the cue ball were frozen to the 8. There would have been no reasonable kick at the 3. Returning to Efren's shot, many obvious things could have gone wrong. It is easy to not thin the 3 enough or use enough speed. The cue ball can collide with the 3. You can hit the 3 too thin. You can hit the 3 a little too full. You can hit the 3 a lot too full. This one was close, but I sold out the game. It took me 14 tries to get a good result like Efren. Actually, this is what Efren should have done instead. Just bank the 3 cross corner and run out. Obviously, I'm kidding. That bank was a fluke. However, when you get a good hit on a ball, sometimes good things like this happen. But when you are the greatest of all time, you don't need to rely on luck. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 best safeties of all time list. If you want to see the original match videos for full context, see the links in the video description. Also, if you want to watch more impressive pro safety shots, visit the resource page, also linked in the video description. And remember, if you like any of my videos, please click on the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel with bell notifications turned on. Good luck with your game, from Dr. Dave.